Introduce yourself and which department you come from. Okay.
My name is Elaine. I'm from QAQC.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Tajuk Kursus. I am from Thailand. Take care of the Tiptamit Lawang.
Good morning, all.
Louder.
I'm named Naveen Kumar Yadav. I'm a storekeeper. I'm from Nepal.
Accounts department. Stop. Okay.
Morning. I'm Cha from QAQC.
QAQC. Okay,
Yes.
very good.
I'm Tracy from retail operation.
Operations.
Good morning to all. I am Min from HR.
HR. Okay, very good.
Good morning. I'm Sukumaran from HR department.
HR. Very good. HR. All of them giving support.
Good morning, everyone. I am Kumaresan from logistics department.
From
Logistics.
logistics. Very good.
Good morning. I'm Uma Devi from QAQC.
From the
QAQC.
QA. Quality assurance. Okay. Right.
I am Iorani. I am from QAQC department.
From
QAQC department.
okay, QAQC.
Good morning, everyone. I am Gan from R&D department.
R&D. Okay, thank you.
Good morning to all. I am China Rasu from Maintenance Department.
Finance.
Maintenance Department.
Cleanliness.
Maintenance
Okay,
Department.
Maintenance. All right. Okay, thank you, everyone. R&D. What do you do in R&D? Research. Research on new recipes and all that. Okay. All right. New products. Okay. Right. So basically, you're doing what kind of products? Do you do sausages, and then?
We have 4 lines. Marinade line, we have the boiling line, sausage line, and also the RTD line.
There are?
Ready-to-eat products.
Oh, ready-to-eat products. Okay, ready-to-eat products, and then sausages, and then processing.
Boiling line and also marinade.
Okay, so these are varieties of products that you're selling. All right. Thank you. Thank you. So, can we proceed?
Yes.
All right. How are you all feeling today?
Great.
How great? How are you going to say great?
Great.
Great. Tip. Top. Tip. Top. Are you ready? Tip.
Yes.
Top. Are you ready? Tip top?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So today I'm going to do this topic. This is related to you all. Good manufacturing practice. In short, it is called GMP. GMP. Can you just let me know from which department you all come from? Is there any QA? QA. All right. Purchasing? No. Okay. Purchasing one. The rest of you from operation, is it? Is it operation? Okay, all right. R&D. How many? One. Maintenance. We're going to talk about maintenance. Satu, dua, tiga, empat. Maintenance. And then the rest of you from operations. How many operations?
Logistics.
And logistics, of course. All right. Storekeeper. All right. HR. So, apa khabar semua? Baik. Semua tip-top condition. Are you in tip-top? Yes. Okay. All right. Before we start, we're going to do an ice break. Okay. Are there 20 people here? Can you lift up your hands? Siapa suka merah? Warna merah. Warna merah, one team. Warna biru, one team. I want you to have 2 teams. 10 warna merah, 10 warna biru. Kuning saja. Warna biru, warna merah. Dua tim saja. Warna merah, siapa? 10 orang. Warna merah 10 orang. Okay. So you are in charge, warna merah 10 orang. Warna biru 10 orang. Who want to be leader of warna biru? Warna biru siapa? Leader? Okay. Okay. So you take warna biru, come here. Warna merah, warna biru, please come here. Okay, warna merah, come here. Okay, the rules of the game is, this is just an ice break, because I know you're waiting for me and you're very dull. So just to activate your brains. Dalam sini, each envelope got 2 numbers. Each envelope got 2 numbers. So warna biru one section, warna merah one section. Okay, there are 2 numbers. So when I call out the numbers, warna merah quickly assemble here, warna biru quickly assemble here. If you are slow, then you lose. Okay, all right. Okay, give it to your team members. Sepuluh orang. Give each one to your team members. 10 orang. Okay, so please participate. Alright, are you ready? Tip top, are you ready? Okay, 4 times only. I'm going to call the number 4 times only. Alright, first number 810 5231. 810 5231. Quickly. 8. Who got all the straight? Quickly. Have you got the straight numbers? 810 5231. Are you ready? Who's ready? Who's ready? Please put up your hand. Who's ready? Put up your hand. Are you ready? Okay. 1 point for red. Red is 1 point. Red 1 point. Okay. Red 1 point. Okay, go back. Go back. 1 point for red. 1 point. Okay, one more time. You got the pen? So 1 point for red. Red 1 point. Blue 0. Blue 0. Okay, blue. Take note quickly. 1 more round. Are you ready? Yes. 7 6 6 5 4 3. 7 6 6 5 4 3. Put up your hand. Ready? Okay. Lagi ada 2 number. Okay, so now 2 points, 0 points. Okay. Third number, ready? Are you ready? Ready? Okay. Third number 198 64. 198 64. No, this one is 6. No, 9. 9. Last round. Last round, huh? One more round, huh? Last round, huh? Last round. Okay, last round, huh? Okay, ready? 510 291. We already complete. Okay lah. Kasihan lah. Okay lah, ramai lah. Give them 1 point lah. It's okay lah. It's okay lah. Give them 1 point lah. Alright? Okay, so Red, you get 1 good. Okay? It's good for you. Alright, so this is the number game, huh? Okay, so this is the number game. Are you all active now? The brains are all open? Yeah? Okay, so we are going to talk about GMP as I said. Okay, apa yang lebih penting dari dalam GMP, operasi GMP? What is very important in GMP? What is the most important thing in GMP operation? Okay, before I proceed, are you all already GMP certified?
Certified.
HRD. Oh, okay. So GMP?
Yes.
Already certified, huh? Okay, so this is a refresher. Huh? So what is important in GMP? Apa yang paling penting dalam operasi GMP? Okay, we have pendidikan, mesti ada pendidikan. Alright? Latihan mesti ada. Okay? And then untuk layakan kaki tangan. Okay, training for layakan, you have to be qualified. Alright, kaki tangan staff. Dan lagi satu, last one, apa tu? Okay, GMP requires combination of education, training, personal qualification, and last one what? Anybody can guess? What's the last one? Knowledge, we already got. One more thing which is very important. One more thing. Pengalaman. Okay? You need to have experience. Okay? You need to have experience so that you can take your GMP forward. Alright? Boleh? Ikut GMP. Regulations. Okay? Experience is very important. Okay? Okay, apakah prinsip GMP? What are the principles of GMP? What is this? First principle. Orang. People, so you all. Okay, orang, you all. Second principle. Apa tu? What is this picture? Can you guess? Product. Okay, product. Third principle. What is this? Process. Macam mana cara buat kerja. Alright, process. And then this one? Yes? Yes, documentation, procedures. Procedure. You are the procedure? Yes, I'm sure you all have procedure. Then, last kali, ini tempat kerja. Okay? Your premise. Okay, premise syarat pembersihan. How you keep your facility clean. Alright? So, I have to go a bit here. Orang, you must know your roles and responsibility. Apa you orang kena buat. Alright? And then product is, you have to have a clear specification. Apa produk ini. Alright? We'll go through that later. And then process, documentation. Any process which is different must be documented. Alright? And then procedure, of course, guideline how to do work. Macam mana cara buat kerja. Alright? And then last kali, premise, you must have cleanliness and equipment calibration. Okay, apa-apa equipment you orang pakai kena ada calibration. Alright? So inilah yang 5 prinsip GMP. Okay? Yang paling penting, at the end of the training, I will be asking you this question again. Alright? So inilah 5 prinsip GMP. Okay, lagi satu soalan. This is just to get the knowledge. PPE, orang pakai PPE? Semua orang pakai? Yeah. Okay. So what should the PPE be? Brightly colored, can be changed once a week, one inside and outside the premise, and then lastly, completely cover your whole normal clothing. Which one? Somebody answer?
Completely covered.
Yes, correct. Completely cover your normal clothing. Your PPE must cover your normal clothing. Very general. This is very general knowledge. Alright? Okay, so we move on. Alright. So now we come to this part. New changes. New changes for the QA. Who are the QA? Alright, QA. This can be a bit boring. So I just want to dive you through, because you asked me for new changes, right? So what are the new changes for 2022? Okay, not many, just slide only, but the slide also got some meaning lah. Okay, ada kemanaan. Okay, slide 1. So, okay, so we walk through this. The rest please just adapt to others. Okay, good manufacturing. This one was released. Okay, this is the outline. Let's talk about this. Right? The version 2022 is basically all about necessary cleanliness, hygiene. Okay, the new version is all about hygiene. Okay, can you see the red? Okay, all about hygiene. Okay, macam mana cara buat sudah ada, tapi hygiene, that is the new requirement for year version 2022. Okay, so let us look at it. What are the, okay, let us look at it. What are the new version? Design and layout. Okay, design, layout, movement of product and people, equipment. Okay, so movement of people, product and equipment, it must be protected. Alright. Adakah orang laboratory facility? Testing. Adakah testing facility? Ada. Okay, if you have testing facility, the testing facility should be away from the production area. That is the meaning of this. Okay, that is the meaning. This is a new one. Laboratory facility, if you have a testing facility, laboratory facility, it should be away, not to say another building. The entrance must be different from the processing. Okay, processing. You are doing what? Meat processing, right? So it must be away. The entrance must be away. So that is a new requirement. Okay? Alright, so let's move on. Why is it not moving? Okay, design layout. The raw material, the routing. You know what's routing? That means the traffic flow. Macam mana, the flow, macam mana jalankan. Raw material And then the finished product, it must be a different area. The flow, jalanan raw material dengan, the finished product must be a different entrance. Okay, not the same entrance. Alright? Areas where the raw material, lubricant oil, cooling agent, chemicals, it should be away from the processing and finished product. Okay, I hope you are doing this. And then especially, again here, laboratory facility. Laboratory facility should be away. Okay, tempat lain. Tempat lain means different entrance from the production area. Okay, so this is actually I'm just refocusing on the same thing, design and facility. All right. Plant layout, okay. Why they say it must be a different area? Why? Because they don't want cross contamination. Okay, you use this area and that area, there will be cross contamination. So that's why they say the routing of raw material, immediate products, personal people going should be different. Okay, jalan yang different. Alright. And then where you put in other things, facilities for quarantine, you have quarantine products, the products that you want to further process must be a different place also. Alright, pest control also. Alright. Okay, so overall what I said about the facility part, overall for GMP, this is the summary of the facility. Okay. You must have enough ventilation dan lighting. Okay. Udaraan dan cahaya, lighting must be well lit. Okay. Udara pun okay, tidak terletak berhampiran dengan sumber cemaran, contamination area. You cannot put, okay, the facility cannot be near the contaminated source of contamination. Okay, like for example, like you have sewage or other things like rubbish or something like that. You cannot be near there. Okay, it must be far away. Alright. And then kemudahan, you must have kemudahan operation. Alright. And then quality udara. Okay, quality udara dan temperature, suhu. Do you monitor this quality udara dan suhu? Then you have maintenance, maintenance and cleaning. Okay, maintenance, those people who are doing maintenance and cleaning of machine, maintenance and cleaning of machine must be done constantly. Alright. Then kemudahan adequate cleaning facility, you must clean everything properly. Okay, kemudahan pembersihan yang cukupi. Alright. And then pest, menghalang kemasukan serangga. Pest control. Adakah orang buat pest control? Because later I will be giving you one activity, pest control. And then last kali, minimize contamination, kecemaran, minimize. Ini yang semua untuk design and layout. Your factory should be designed this way. Alright. So waste disposable. So this is the requirement, waste disposable. Then you must have adequate storage and disposable of waste, and then to ensure that there is no risk of contamination. All right, it should be located away from the food area to prevent any pest infection. Alright? And then changing facility. Do you have changing facility? Worker changing facility. Okay, changing should be provided. Alright, when necessary and used by food handlers. That means you must change into your PPE at the changing facility, not in the production area. Okay? Alright, I hope this is all guideline procedure. So this is requirement. 3 okay, you must have changing facility for GMP. GMP, when the ministry auditor comes, they will be checking whether you have this changing facility. And if you have the changing facility, adakah changing facility itu bersih? Bersih kah tak ada? Neat and tidy or not? Okay? Right. Storage facility. Okay, this is very important. You don't handle meat. So this is very important. Allowing segregation of raw material and processing material. You tablet campur dua-dua. Okay, should be isolated. Raw material dengan processing material. Alright. Then allowing for defrosting when necessary for maintenance of frozen maintenance. Any device used to measure record temperature, especially here. Do you have this? Monitor temperature because you are using frozen one, frozen meat, alright? And then the refrigerator system blower of this facility must be away from the processing area, and then should be away from excessive light and warm air. This is for protection. Alright, the air cannot, the air should be outward, not into somewhere else. Okay, because it can blow up. If the air come back to the factory, then it is a contamination. Alright, so 2 weeks. And then if the storage facility is a cold room, I'm sure you all got cold room. It must be protected with the air curtain. You don't have the air curtain? Yeah, plastic to air curtain. So it must be to avoid the coldness going out. Okay, you must have air curtain. Okay, one question. Apakah kawalan penting untuk menyimpan daging di factory for you all? Apakah kawalan penting? Can you answer? What is the most important thing for you all? Because you orang simpan meat, who can answer? Logistics. Logistics? Yes? Yes. What temperature? Yes. Temperature, temperature control, yang paling penting. And the next one, 2 things. Store, your logistic, right? Yeah. You must know how to trace. You must know this batch number of product is gone out, because you know why I say you must be able to trace. This production date has gone out. In case there are something that customer finds dissatisfied, you have to call back this batch. Okay, so the batch number must be able to, you must be able to trace, mencari product batch. You must be able to trace the batch number. Okay, this is very important. Okay, tarik luput, expiry date, you must call back using expiry date. Then apakah produk control yang dilakukan untuk mengeluarkan produk? What do you do for when you want to take out the product out of the store? What do you do? What kind of control you do?
First in, first out. First in, first out.
Very good. First in, first out. Then what else? You must, of course, do first in, first out. And then follow the batch number. Okay, so these are the things. Alright, so now let's go back to the standard, new standard. So incoming, when you're receiving barang, receiving your meat packages into the factory, you have to, this incoming raw material, right? Okay, so how do you check? You visual check whether it's damaged or not, okay, during transportation, all this, and then you sort out, okay, first in, first out, alright? So this is one of the requirement, but I think this is the old requirement, okay? So the requirement here is 5 point, here, this is the one, documentation of key information. You must have incoming material, supplier detail, from which supplier you get this material, date of receipt, okay, and then quality, whether it's good or not, alright, and then should be maintained. These records must be maintained, okay. In case there is a recall, these records you need to refer back, alright. You must know which supplier send you this material, you must know date of receipt. I'm sure you have date of receipt, then quantity, berapa, quantity, berapa, did you buy 100 cartons or 100, how many pounds of meat, okay, so you must have the quantity, because this supplier, you must know, trace back, this supplier gave us 200 pounds of meat, so if there is a recall, you must take back 200, not 150, okay, you must be able to take back the 200, okay, very important, recall is very important. After that, we will do this recall again. Alright, do you have hand washing facility? Ada, okay, this is one of the new requirements for hygiene. Proper hand washing facility, let's look at proper hand washing. You must have zinc for area hand washing, not one zinc used by all the people. No, must have separate. For production, one zinc. Logistic, one zinc. Okay, and then I don't know what other departments, operation, each operation must have one zinc to wash, washing, yes.
In the premise, we sharing the premise, we need to separate the operation department.
Okay, operation, this is not administration, operation, operation you are sharing with who?
For example, the operation, then we,
incoming, is it logistic?
no, the workers, the QA.
Okay.
So need to separate by department, though, right?
No, not by department, by activity. Yeah, by activity. Like if you are doing a processing of meat, they must have one zinc. Alright? That is separate, okay? Logistics, they cannot come and wash a hand at the processing site because the processing got blood and all that, the hand. So logistic cannot share with this. So logistic, they are doing like receiving, paperwork, pallets, so their hand will be more on the dust. Okay, whereas here will have a lot of blood or what you're chopping the meat. Okay, so different zinc. Okay, different zinc. Likewise, if people coming in, visitors, HR and all, they can have a different zinc before they go into the department. Okay, so this is the hand washing facility. Okay, question. Proper order of hand washing. How you wash your hand? How you wash your hand, Chris? How do you wash your hand? Wet, leather is, the soapy, scrub and rinse, wet, scrub and leather, dry. Which one? What do you think? A, yeah. Wet, leather, scrub, okay. Rinse, wet, scrub, rinse, wet, scrub, leather, dry. No? A, wet. Okay. Alright. A is correct. Okay. Just want to see whether you all are sleeping or not. Okay. Another question. GMP, digunakan untuk for what we use GMP, for what we implement GMP. Mengapa? Mengapa kita ada GMP? Untuk plant manager, untuk consumer, quality manager, company reputation, or E? E, E. What is E? What is E? Consumer, pengguna dengan reputasi syarikat. Okay, so anything happen, the syarikat punya reputasi yang datang ke, akan dipublish di newspaper, WhatsApp semua, multimedia semua, okay. So the management, top management, reputasi. So your product should be always of good quality, alright. Okay. Okay, now we come to control of operation. Okay, in this control operation, we got this allergen cross contact. Okay, allergen cross contact. So, how many of you know about allergen? Do you know what's allergen? Yeah, there are certain products where a person, consumer eats, they are allergic, they get allergy. Some of these allergies can be fatal also. For some people, boleh kematian lah. Alright, so this one should be stored away from the other products. Alright, and also if you are using these allergen products, you must not cross-contaminate. Like you use this allergen product knife, you cannot use the same knife for meat also. So it cross-contaminated. Okay, so I will show you more on this allergen. Okay, so this is the actually extra of what I was saying on the previous slide. Okay, so this is a new thing for 2022. Okay, this is a new one. Even the equipment that you use shouldn't be of the same thing. Allergen, So how do you achieve good allergen management practice? Okay, if you have peanuts and all this kind of thing, you cannot store together. Okay, allergen product. So let me show you what are these products. There are 14 allergen products which is recognized by the World HQ. Okay. So what are these? These are ingredients that can cause reaction to the skin rashes and all that. Okay. So what are these? What are these? Let me. Alright. First one is peanut. Anybody allergic to peanut? Okay. So I think most Malaysians okay, but I think in European countries there are many people are allergic to peanuts. Peanuts, soya, many people are also allergic to soya, but we are resistant already. We take soya drink, soya beans, tofu and all that, okay? But some, so this, when you export, they will be looking out for these things. Okay, so that's why I'm bringing this out. When you do export of the product, but I think most of us here in Malaysia, we are very compatible to soya. Okay, and then last one, milk. Milk. Okay, some people are allergic to milk. Anybody allergic to milk? Okay, there could be, some people. Fish. Okay, fish like cod fish, salmon, tuna. Also, some people are allergic. Okay, some people. Eggs also, some people are allergic. All right. Nuts. Like the peanut is one, and there are other nuts. There are other nuts. Can you see the other nuts? So these are some allergy. And then can you see that one? Over there. Those are prawns. Anybody allergic to prawns? Yeah. Anybody allergic to crab? Crab, yeah. So that section, So what they mean is you cannot mix your food. If it is these are all combined in your food, you must declare in your label. You must say declare in the label. So people who are allergic, when they read the label, they won't buy this. Okay? Allergic, you get rashes. Sometimes you get nausea. You feel like stomach ache like that. These are allergic.
In last year we had a food allergen course.
Ah.
So during that, they got slightly explained. So they got two types actually, allergy and intolerance.
Intolerance, yes.
So maybe some people will have a misconception on allergy.
Yeah, allergy.
Allergy means will give a fast reaction, right?
Yes.
Fast reaction, itchy,
Yes.
redness, and then severe hospitalized. Intolerance means is that you cannot accept.
Cannot accept it totally.
But it won't cause any harm to your body, just that you
Cannot, you feel very like vomiting, like for example, oyster. Some people like oyster, kerang. You take it, you feel, after, when you're eating time is nice. But later when you go back, you feel, some upset. So, okay. This one here. This is one nut, lupin. Lupin is one kind of legume. Maybe it's not here, but why I'm putting this on the slide is because anybody in the purchasing, if you're exporting, these are the things. If they find a combination of this, they will stop at the customs. Okay, you must declare. Okay, people who are doing custom declaration and all that. Okay. Some cereals with the bulletin, all right, oyster over there, mussels and all that, right? And then some people are also allergic to this celery, all right? And then mustard, and then lastly sulfur. Okay, so these can be maybe as an sauce or additives that you're using to make the flavor nice. Okay. So these are all, you have to declare in the label, so that when consumer buy it, when they see this, afterwards I will talk to you about the labeling. The labeling is very important. Okay, so this is a new requirement for GMP 2022. Alright, so this is the composition of food. So there must be, whatever you are putting, preservation or, anything that helps to, improve the food flavor, it must be declared properly. Alright? Microbiological contamination, like you're using utensils for production, knife or something, cutting board and all that. Okay? You cannot share it with, cannot share the cutting board, okay, outside, like fish and poultry, because those things are, the raw germs are still there, it's not cooked yet. So if you use the same board for processing, it's different, it's dangerous. Physical contamination, what you have, like for example, glass or plastics and all this, okay, accidentally plastic can go inside. You wrap your meat with plastic, right? Make sure you remove everything. Alright, so this is physical contamination. Chemical contamination is you're using all the cleaning detergents. Cleaning detergents, you're using, machine oils and all that. Okay, so I will go further into that later. These are requirements. I'm giving you the requirement just now. Alright, so now let's see. For packing of daging, you're on food factory, right? For packing, for bungkusan daging, pikilan daging, bahaya kimia biasanya datang dari 3 sumber. Okay? Bahagian bahaya kimia biasa datang dari 3 sumber. Apa dia orang itu bahan kimia? Dari mana datang bahan kimia? Okey, ini bahan pembersihan. Okey, bahan pembersihan. Then component industry seperti petrol. You use petrol for the forklift. Petrol or diesel, same thing. Minyak dan pelincir, lubricant. Lubricant. So you cannot have it near the processing area. Must be far away. Okay, so this is the yang kimia, kebahagian kimia untuk packing area, meat factory. So this is there, I told you, meat factory. Chemical hazard usually comes in 3 sources. Alright, cleaning materials, industry component like gasoline, oil or lubricant. Okay, so this, sometimes you touch this and then you go into your packing area, you can't do that. Alright. So now we come to product information and traceability. As I said earlier, all your allergen control and all that, you must have a traceability. Alright, like for example logistics, I said if there was a product recall, how do you do? So you must have a batch identification. Do you have that? Okay, it has to provide food traceability in the system. And then product recall procedure, do you have this? Product recall procedure, you must have a documented procedure, and then you must test out. Do you test out your recall procedure? Yeah, mock recall, do you do that? Okay. Okay, product recall, this is one case study. Alright? This case study is about a medicine. Okay, medicine means tablets. Okay, they say tablets. But you don't have to do tablets, you can just take it into your own context like meat product. Alright, example, you're packing, this scenario is the consumer bought 2 bottles of medicine and she is supposed to take for 30 days. So 1 tablet per day, but she found that first bottle has only 28 tablets. Alright, then she find it very suspicious. So she opened up the second bottle and she counted also 28 tablets, but the label says 30 tablets. So how do you handle this case? How do you handle this complaint? Okay, so let's take it to your own scenario. So when you sell your meat products, you say how many pounds are there? Okay, maybe 20 pounds. Okay, or how do you sell? 20? 200 grams. 300 grams, okay, 300 grams. But when you're selling it to the consumer, they are also going to process, they're going to cook it. When they put it in the weighing scale, they find that it is only 200 grams. So how do you handle it? What do you do? Maybe you can go into small discussion and find out like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and then HR and all that. So what do you do? Logistics, you can take over this side. Okay, so if you find that instead of 300 grams, the packing has only 200, so how do you handle it? Your meat product. What do you check first? 300 gram, but only 200. The consumer bought it and she want to cook. Okay, her recipe says 300 gram. Her recipe says 300 gram. But when she weigh it, it's only 200 gram. So how? She can't do this recipe, So she makes a complaint. So what do you check first? What do you check first?
First, I try to the customer what item you purchase, what is the batch number, expiry date.
Yes.
So after that, we need to check in the current stock.
Yes.
Available. We need to pick from our own stock and check.
Yeah.
If we found out this really happened to be 28 instead of 30, we will have the product report.
Yeah, so this is in Bahasa. Okay, so we are talking about the same scenario, this is in Bahasa. So now we are talking about meat. No longer we are talking about medicine. So it says 300 gram in your label, but when the consumer wants to do according to a recipe, only 200 gram. Alright, so the QA has also said that she will check. Okay, so what area you check first?
First, we need to talk to the consumer. What product?
What product? What did the consumer buy? You need to check. Okay.
What
Second.
is the expiry date, production date?
Yes, expiry date, production date, and then.
Then trace back in our current stock in our warehouse.
Yes, when it was released. When it was released, and then trace back current stock. Okay, and then.
Then trace back, and then if really found out to be 28 instead of 30, if you have a product recall.
Yeah, okay. But very important thing, what do you check when you say 300 gram in the packing, but 200 gram only? What important thing that you would check? Weighing scale. Very good. Who said that?
Me.
Yeah, weighing scale. Okay, weighing scale. Is your weighing scale calibrated or not? You know, why is it showing less? Okay, so the calibration of the weighing scale is very important. Okay, so you first check calibration or record of the weighing scale. Maybe this weighing scale was miscalibration, you know. So that is important, alright. So you need to have all these things record. Okay, you must have complaint log. What is the complaint? Alright, investigation. So you investigate first the weighing scale. When was calibrated? Last calibrated. You know. Then when it was released, how many of this? Then as you said, how much is in the inventory? How much is went to the people? Then you get permission from your management to recall back. You must have the recall notification from the management to say the problem. Then you recall the template. Then receiving batch, logistics, how many batch you gave out, and then shipping to who? These batches went to which wholesaler? Maybe you go to wholesaler, right? Which wholesaler took all this particular batch, and then lastly you do a final reconciliation. You know, let's say 200 bags went out, and then did you get all your 200 bags? No, maybe you got 199, and then one bag or 2 bags are missing. You must find out where it went. So we cannot endanger the consumer. Okay. This is the recall requirement. Okay, we need to do step by step. Notification, recall template, receiving batch. How much did you receive from your own supplier? And then how many you ship out, and then you reconcile. Very simple, Okay, so we move. So this is one of the forms that we use. I don't know whether you're using the same form. As you said, the pack size, date of manufacturer, alright, name and address of manufacturer, where it was manufactured, displaced, or you have another plant, okay. Then what action you're going to take regarding this, okay. What was wrong? Maybe the weighing scale was wrong, okay. So over there you put in the cause of defect and all that, okay. And the level of recall depends. If it is a weighing recall, is not danger to the consumer, okay. But it is like cheating the customer, okay. Nobody will die, but still there is a part on dissatisfaction because you give them less. Okay, so if it was a level of danger consumers' health, then you need to do a very thorough recall. Have to make sure you get all the reconcile everything back. Okay, so it endangers the life of the consumer. Okay, so you reconcile the quantity manufactured. This is your reconciliation. Action taken on recall stock. What are you going to do with the recall stock? Do you want to dispose it, or do you want to do some remedial action? Correction, put in the extra that was missing, underweight. It depends, okay. And then you do an evaluation. Was the recall fully done, or was the recall, was done but it's not satisfactory? There was some missing, okay. So you had to give a conclusion for the recall. The recall wasn't endangering to consumer, but we managed to call back most of the batches lah. Okay, if the batches that we didn't call back, we can tell them that we can give back a refund to the consumer. Okay, if it is not fatal, not fatal. Okay, product information. So you must ensure that you have product identification, your barcode numbers, for traceability and recall of products. So what will happen if you didn't have this traceability? Your product label is wrong. So currently, is your product label in both language, English and Bahasa? And what other language you use? Chinese?
English only.
English only. Bahasa? No Bahasa.
This one pork.
Okay. Yeah, but do you do export? Oh, that means your thing is only locally. Okay, so you're not doing export lah. Okay, if you export, then you need to have English lah. English. Okay. No need. Bahasa, it's okay. So the language that is understandable to all. All right, and then if you didn't comply with the correct label, what will happen? You're fined. This is your section. How many thousand? 10,000 fine. So make sure your labeling is very important. Labeling is very, very important. All right, have a fine. This is the rule of the country. Country rule. Doesn't matter what product you're doing. All right. The next important one for the new version is maintenance. The person in charge, maintenance. Maintenance is a new version. Another person. Okay, there are two types of maintenance. Two types: preventive maintenance and corrective maintenance. What's the difference? Preventive maintenance, you know, preventive maintenance is you regularly do. That means you got a list. I service my engine, this machine. So the next, is it 1 year? Is it 6 months? Every annual, 6 months? Each machine got a different dates of maintenance, right? Yeah. So you must carry out. This is preventive maintenance. So you have to carry out the maintenance as per the schedule. Alright? That means you got a schedule when this machine need to be maintained. Okay? Whether it's a cleaning or lubrication, okay, oil change adjustment, repair or inspection, just general inspection. So this one. This is preventive maintenance. So we have next one. So preventive maintenance is you prevent instead of repair and repent. Okay? We have to segera mencegah daripada membaki dan gesala you regret. Okay, so you have to follow your maintenance schedule. Alright, so that next time big breakdown, then the production stop. Okay, if you didn't maintain regularly as per the schedule, the machine can break down, right? Then you have a bigger loss. Menyesal. Corrective, what is corrective? Maintenance is repairing, replacing, the parts changing, right? Equipment failure. Why the equipment failure? Did you maintain? They ask. Okay, corrective. So make sure that when you clean, when you do the inspection, preventive maintenance and corrective maintenance, you must, because you are changing oil, right? you must make sure they are properly sanitized and clean before you bring them into the production area. So this is the thing. Pre-use of inspection, okay? You must make sure that it is all clean, okay, sanitized already before you bring it into the production area. Alright, you must clean and sanitize, okay? Cleaning and sanitize is very important. Why? Because you are handling food. So, this is the clause 5, cleaning, maintenance, sanitation and pest control. And then you have solid waste management and then liquid waste management. Do you have any liquid waste management? Liquid oil? Yeah, so you have your oil, recycled oil. So when you are doing a processing, do you need to do like a oil, like a frying oil? Yeah, so these things you recycle. You can give it to the recycle. Dispose, you dispose it. Okay. So who's your contractor? Third party contractor, Other, Okay. So you have both, the solid waste and liquid waste, right? Okay, satu quiz, so that you don't sleep, satu quiz. So when you see this tikus, apa orang buat? When you see the tikus, apa orang will do? Run away. Adakah orang nampak tikus? Dalam factory, because I see a lot of jungle here. So you will take photo as evidence or wait until you see the live pest and then report it, or report the sighting supervisor, or nothing. It's not your responsibility. It's a QA punya tugas. Which one do you think? Which one? Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4? First, take photo of the evidence or wait until you see the no. Actually, the answer is number 3. Answer is number 3. Alright? Whether you take photo or not, sometimes maybe by the time you take photo, the tikus sudah lari. So, you have to report the sighting to the supervisor immediately. So, you must say there's a form, okay, sighting of pest on this area. Alright? You must report to the QA to take action. Alright? Okay. Alright. So, I have one activity here, which is how you control pest. Alright, how you control pest. You can pretend that you are one of the pests. This pest is, one is the burung. One is the burung, the other one is what? The other one is, I think this one is fly or serangga. This is serangga, and then tickles, and then you got fly. This one is fly. Second one, and then the last one. Fly, something like beetle or some kind of thing. Alright? So, you can choose one, anything like that. One of the thing, I give you all some paper here. Yeah. Which area you would place this one and why? You see, this is the plan. This is the plan. You have a plant of this one. Here, I give you this one. You can do work, maybe 10 of you all, 2 groups. You can just do it this side. You don't have to draw the layout. You don't have to draw the layout. You can just put in the area. Which area? Just put in the area. You can do one. Make your own team. Make your own team. No, no. Okay, your team. We want to. I'm using recycled paper. So I don't have enough paper. So the layout, you don't have to draw the layout. Just tell me where you can put, okay, if you are the pest, which area you will go to. Okay, which area? Burung, go to where? And then tickus will go to where? Fly or the beetle will go to where? Okay, just put in the area. Okay, reception area, IT area, plant room, kitchen, canteen, washroom and changing room. Just name the area and what pest can go in. What pest? This is burung. This one is fly or something like that. You can just say fly, fly or beetle. Then tickus. Tickus, ini tickus. This one. This one, number 1, number 2, number 3 is tickus. Production area, what can go in? Reception area, what can go in? Kitchen area, what can go in? Canteen, you have canteen here? IT room also some things can go in. I'm sure you have some experience. The reception can be HR also, HR and purchasing and all that. Is it taking all? Yeah. There is office area here also, IT room and office area.
Means what is plant
Plant
room?
room, what's plant room? Maybe the storage plantation.
This is a production area. Production area zone.
The office
No, this is maybe the cutting plant. Yeah, maybe. Okay. Plant is a factory area, lah. Factory area. Raw material processing area. Production zone, zone 1, zone 2, zone 3. This one is a processing area, processing area. Okay? Everybody finish? That's it, finish? Finish? Okay, okay, those who finish, just put it on the wall and explain why you say this. Okay, put it on the wall like that. Okay, just hold it. No. Explain why you said this. Where's your? I cannot see. You use pen, Okay. Why is this area? What is it?
Bird.
Bird. Okay, this side.
Then canteen. Canteen.
Canteen what?
Bird.
Bird also. Here?
This one is insect.
raw material storage.
Okay, very good. Inside raw material. Here?
Red.
Red,
Kitchen.
Canteen.
Warehouse.
Yeah.
IT room.
Ah.
Plant room.
Okay, the other side? Fly, Fly. Okay, all right. Okay, this side?
Kitchen. Canteen. Production zone. Office. Changing room. Plant room. Reception.
Okay, very good. This side? Oh, it's here. Okay, this side? Okay, bird, which side?
The warehouse, delivery area, and reception.
Alright. Red?
Red at the kitchen, warehouse, raw material,
Yes.
production zone, plant room, and delivery area.
Yeah. Fly?
Fly at reception, office, kitchen, canteen, washroom, cleaning area, raw material, warehouse, production zone,
Yeah.
plant room, and delivery area.
Okay. Inside?
Inside office, plant room, production zone, warehouse, raw material, kitchen,
washroom and IT room.
IT room also, huh? IT room also. Okay, very good. All right. Next group.
Yeah, so for delivery area, we separated by different areas.
Okay.
For delivery areas, we have bird, rats, and so fly.
Okay.
For our raw material storage, we have insect and also rat.
Mm-hmm.
For the card room, which is the processing room, we have fly, insect, and rat.
Mm.
IT, we have rat.
Rat.
Office, we have insect inside.
Mm.
Cockroaches.
Okay. Yes.
Reception, we couldn't think so.
Ah.
Production zone, we have insect, fly, and also rat.
Okay.
Warehouse, insect, same.
Okay. All right.
And washroom, we have insect like cockroaches.
Why is it your reception is very clean?
So far, so good. Kitchen, rat, and so fly.
Okay, kitchen, huh? All right. Let's see the other one. Okay, just stand here, stand here. Stand here also will do. Yes. Okay. Wow. Okay, so IT room. Never mind, you speak. IT room.
IT room, we have rats, flies, and insects. Delivery area, rat, flies, birds, insect.
Okay.
Raw material storage, we have rats, flies, and insects.
Yes.
Office, we have rat and insects. Plant room, flies, insect.
Yes.
Production zone, flies, insect. Reception, flies, rat, insects.
Yes, reception. They say can happen. Okay.
Warehouse, rat, flies, insect. Washroom, rat, flies, insect also.
Ah.
Kitchen, rat, flies, insect.
Okay, okay. The last group. Okay, you can stand from there. Any question?
For the kitchen, we might have fly, rats, insect. For the
Yes. Put
reception,
your microphone up.
for the reception, we might have flies. Office, we might have insects and flies.
Yes.
IT rooms, we have rats, insects.
Yes.
Washroom and changing room, we have flies, insects, and rats.
Mm-hmm.
Warehouse, we might have rats, flies, and insects.
Okay.
Production, we might have flies, insects, rats.
Yes.
Plant room, flies, insect, rats. Raw material storage, we might have insects and flies. Delivery area, birds,
Birds,
flies.
huh? Do you have birds here?
Yes.
Yes. But I see a lot of monkeys here. Huh? Okay. All right. Do you want to check your answers?
Yes.
Okay. You can check your answers, yeah? Even IT room, you can have rats, you know. No, the IT, when you can, the rats bite the wires. Okay, so this is basically how, how it is. Alright. This is another factory. This is another factory. Actually, why I'm giving you this layout? This is for audit purposes. You need to have a layout where you put all your controls and you have to tell which area. Do you have that? Layout. Because do you have MISTI audit? MISTI, no. Kementerian Kesehatan.
We have the Waterina. Waterina, DBS.
DBS.
DBS is certification audit, right? Department?
Waterina's service.
Oh, Department of Safety Services.
Waterina.
Wet. Oh, wet department, Okay, so they come So they will also want to see a pest control layout. So you have to put a layout for one reason, one audit purpose. Second reason is you have to pay attention when your outsourced supplier, pest control. Do you have pest control?
Yes.
When they come to visit your plant, where must, sometimes you know better than them where to put the trap. Okay, like pest control, where to put the trap. Alright? Rat, which area the rat, you see a sighting, so you can also tell your supervisor, and supervisor will let them know. Okay, so sometimes you put in the wrong place, so it's not effective. The pest control is not effective. Alright? So the pest control visit also, you have to notify where you put the trap, the pest trap. Okay? Alright, another area which is new for GMP is training, training, like now what we are doing here. Alright, so training is very important for GMP. So without training, I think you have a non-compliance. Okay, so you have to have training every year. Awareness training or something like this. Every year you must have. And the training, you should assess the level of training. What kind of training for who? Management training and then production training, So you must assess the training, effectiveness of learning. Later I will be giving you this form. Okay, this is for the trainer. Okay, whether I deliver the training well or not. But for you all, the supervisor will assess you. Okay, after 6 months, whether you know about GMP or not. So the supervisor have to assess your knowledge. Okay. But later you have to give me feedback about my training. Okay. The management can make informed decision about what type of training is good for the employee next time. Alright? So this is one of the new requirement, training. So you can have 2 times of training. In-house training, do you have in-house training? Like somebody from the QA giving training? You have, okay. So you have 2 types in-house training, how you handle your own standard operating procedure. Alright, you train your new recruits, orientation training, and then later how you need to do storage condition, processing and all that. So training, in-house training and external training. Okay, internal inspection. Do you have self-audit, internal audit? Okay, internal audit, what do you check? Hygiene, the food handlers, operation controls, all these things, housekeeping, hygiene checklist, you use hygiene checklist to check, alright? So, this is you must do this, you must do internal audit, internal evaluation before you call the auditor. Alright, so this is the overview, the new, now QA people, you take note, now these are the changes for the new GMP, 2022. The main clauses, not much changes, just numbering changes. Okay, the first part is general changes, numbering. Okay, can you see? This is the new one. Okay, the old one. No changes there, except dropping of that one. The old one was harborage, new one droppings. Okay, the old one here, this one, and no changes here. For this clause, no changes. Okay, over here also, no changes, no changes. Old and new, no changes. Control of operation, So, control operation, just now I asked you, when the storage, you must control your temperature control, your food asset, your physical and chemical assets. Okay? Personal hygiene, we also talked about this. These are the new changes, hygiene. Training, we also mentioned, these are all new things. Now I'm going through all the new requirement for 2022. Alright, so the old one versus the new one. Can you see from the old one, all these things are deleted. Okay, these are deleted. I think I send you these slides. I send you soft copy of this. The notes. So like, these things which is the 2009 one requirement, alright, are deleted. These things are deleted. Alright, 2009 and 2022, control of specific process is just a rephrase. It's the same thing, it's just a rephrase. Okay, rephrase of 2009 and 2022 is just a rephrases, but it's the same thing. Okay, they just rephrase some things. This is also a rephrase. It's the same thing, but they enhance the wordings. Okay, they just enhance the wordings. Alright, so over here 2009, can you see replace away? Replace sanitize to disinfect. Okay, and over here no changes for the first one. The second one is 2009 is that one. 2022 is include food contact surfaces. That means the food that comes in contact with the surface has to be clean. Okay, so this is the new one. Okay, QA, all the QA, please take note. The surface that the food contacts, the surface must be clean. The old one didn't say that. Alright. So the old one, in 2009, you only have maintenance. But 2022, you have preventive maintenance. Okay? Controlling food assets. Alright, so now you have maintenance and preventive maintenance and corrective maintenance. Okay, you must demonstrate. You must show two kinds of maintenance. Old one just say maintenance only, general. Alright? Okay, so these are all new ones. Can you see? As I mentioned earlier, the old ones just say maintenance. The new one says corrective maintenance. Then the new one says where you put your lubricant oils. Okay? And then the procedure for releasing the equipment which is maintained. Okay? Let's say you did a service for this machine. Alright? Then after you do the service, you want to release to the production. But you must clean it first before release to the production. Alright? So that is this one. Procedure for releasing the maintained equipment back to the production. Make sure it is clean up. Because why? There is some grease and all that. The old one didn't have that. So the new one says, when you already maintain or preventive maintenance or corrective maintenance, you must clean it first before you send it to production. Cannot already just maintain like that, then with the grease and oil, just send. Cannot. Okay? So you must show evidence of cleaning. So over here, you must show evidence of cleaning, maintain already. Then the next record should be cleaning, already clean, verified. Then only sent to production. So the verification should be cleaning and sanitized. Okay, so this will be audited. And then the old one and the new one, you see? The old one, the scope is so much. You got Annex A and all them, but the new one is very general, New one says production of safe and suitable for consumption by outlining necessary hygiene and food safety conditions. They emphasize on hygiene only, alright? But whereas the old one has many structures. Okay, so the new one is very general, but they focus on hygiene. Alright? new one has allergen. Old one didn't have. Okay, old one didn't have. 2009 version didn't have. So new one has allergen control. That's why I gave you the 14 different main allergen control. And then the conveyance of the carrying the food. How you transport the food, especially your vehicle. But in the factory, the machine that transport your food, that processing thing also must be very clean. Yeah. And then it goes to the logistics side, and then it's already packed, and then the vehicle also must be checked. All right. So overall, the changes are like this. Not so many changes. 39% no changes. All right. So 17.70 deleted, no longer valid. All right. And new one only 16%, really, not much, 16%. And rephrase the words about 9%. Minor changes like shall and will, it is only 16%. Okay, so much for the QA part, for the QA. Okay, any question now? Question time. We are going to stop now with the new and old version. Any question now? Any of the QA implementation team? Anything you want to ask? Short break. Anything you want to ask? No. Okay. So I'm going to do a recap. Now we go back to the GMP again. GMP. Just now we did the old version, new version. Because your request, you want training on the old version, new version. I hope you understand. I also gave you the handout. So you can. What then? But I can give you, no problem. New soft copy I can give you. What topic is that?
Just now on the new and the old version. One on the new added one.
New added one, okay. Alright, okay, I think I know that one. Okay, so the new added one, this is for the QA requirement, the newly added one. So, let's recap what all the GMP is all about. We do a recap now. Okay. You must have these things. This is called a prerequisite program. I know you have done it for the HACCP. Okay. Premise, transportation, equipment, design, installation and maintenance. Equipment design is how your equipment is designed. Okay. You must have a place to walk and, for cleaning purposes. Person training, sanitization, pest control, very important. And then recall. Recall must do a mock recall every year. Every year must do a mock recall. Right? And then what we have here? Potential risk. You must have the correct processing standards. Okay, your standard operating procedures, which outlines the hygiene practices. Okay, for good manufacturing practices. So, do you have procedures for GMPs? How many procedures?
GMP will separate into the operation, each line and each process.
Okay, each process you have a GMP. Okay. So procedures are very important. Okay, so GMP are preventive measures to ensure food is safe. Okay, and then based on practical experience over the long period of time. That's why I said experience, because you are the one you are using this. So you know how to process your own product. Okay, from experience, from maybe from customer complaint or something like that. The customer said it doesn't taste like this, you know. So you are upgrading R&D. Okay, R&D, you're doing some upgrades based on the experience over the long period of time. Yeah. And then you have a foundation of HACCP program. Okay, all this contributes to GMP. Right? Okay, so standard operating procedure, you have the purpose, who will do the task, not anyone, everyone. So you got assigned roles, who will do, okay. Description of the procedure, what paperwork is completed, documentation for verification. And then method to show you the task is completed. That means you have a supervisor to tell you that this task is satisfactorily completed, not completed, must be satisfactorily completed, verification. And corrective action taken if the task is not performed properly. Okay. Then this is the corrective action. The corrective action report must be used, okay, to state what is the diversion. Okay, so internal quality audit, when you have, then they will tell you what is the state of diversion in your production line. Alright, and then these are when you must complete this corrective action. Okay, you cannot leave it for maybe 6 months. So the mistake will be repeated for a long time. So you must correct it, and there must be a deadline. And then verification if this plan is correct or not. Alright. Your prerequisite program for exterior building, just now I said design, layout and all that. Okay, building interior also, sanitization facilities, as I told you, hand washing and all that, employee facilities like the changing room and all that, equipment cleaning must support with the maintenance. Alright, maintenance, after that equipment cleaning before go into production. And then sanitizing of the facility. Do you do sanitization? Yeah. And then water. Do you use water quality sample? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay, SOPs to monitor procedures, internal audit procedures. So how frequent do you do internal audit? 1 year once? 6 months once. Okay, that's good. Transportation, this logistics, take note. Receiving food carrier, whether the transport is clean or not. Alright. Temperature control, of course the meat must come with temperature control. And then approved supplier, only from this supplier the meat must come. Approved supplier list, got or not? You have approved supplier list? Got, okay, storage, storage must be, cannot store together with the finished product. Cannot store together with the chemical storage. Okay, earlier also we discussed that. And then of course allergen, sometimes you use this like peanuts and all these kinds of allergen, yes.
For the storage, right? Yeah, we understand that we need to separately store allergen and non-allergen. If we have any problem with the space constraint, is there any possible that we separate by in the room, beside is non-allergen, beside is allergen?
Yeah, can.
Or up is non-allergen?
Okay, so what kind of allergen product are you?
Soya sauce.
Soya products. Soya sauce. Oyster sauce.
Possible we label on the right but separate pieces.
Yeah, actually the allergen is, you can separate, like as you said, separate. You cannot cross contaminate, like for example when you are cooking, when you are using sauce like that, maybe you use a dish to put the the oyster sauce or something like that. But the same dish cannot be used for other thing. You must have separate. Soya, that means if when it comes to this area, this point you are using this oyster sauce. So only at this point you can use. You cannot go with that bowl to other area. So you must have a separate container, Yeah. I'm sure you have different containers, right? Yeah. So that is a meaning learned. So we don't use cross lah.
We store in the same.
Store can, but you do because your factory is not so very big, right? You just put a division lah. Division can and label can. Transportation, you must have temperature control, food carrier also must check. Before you load inside, make sure the temperature is correct for what is required, like the meat. What is the requirement? Okay, what's the requirement? What's the temperature requirement? So you must measure. You must also measure. Alright? And then transportation, receiving storage. If the storage, you have to monitor each shipment, monitoring procedures for each shipment. Alright? And then if there was anything like different, like the transport is not, having the correct temperature, or the truck is dirty, you must issue a corrective action, example. And then allergen program, and then you must have a approved supplier program, right? Equipment and design, equipment design installation, the equipment, the why they say design, is it should be designed in such a way that some equipment you cannot take out and wash, right? You must just wash. You cannot take out, right? It is in the plant. So if it's in the plant, you must be able to walk and clean. It cannot be very simple. Then you cannot walk and clean. So that part will be contaminated. So the plant section of the equipment, because in place cleaning, the CIP, in place cleaning, the cleaning in place, cleaning in place, you cannot move the equipment. So you must be able to walk. There are places to walk and clean. Okay, you must go around and clean. If you can move the equipment and clean somewhere and then bring back, it's okay. But some you cannot lift, you cannot take out, dismantle, right? So you must be able to walk and clean. There must be place for a man to walk. Okay? Then of course, do you have a temperature monitoring log? Okay, temperature monitoring log for the storage area?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So the monitors all are calibrated? Thermometer, okay, calibrated, okay. Alright, so this one is for training, as I said earlier, hygiene training. You must have the hygiene and training. In-house training, any new people come in, you must have in-house training for hygiene. And then training on sanitization also you must have. Okay, training on sanitization. Visitors logbook, do you have? Visitors logbook, you have, HR, okay. Alright, so this also one of the GMP sanitization pest control procedures for checking and checklist, and truck cleaning log. Do you have truck cleaning log? Do you use your own truck or vendor's truck? Vendors and use. So your truck you have cleaning procedures lah. You have? Yeah. Okay, so as I said earlier, you must have controls for this, recall, in the event of recall. So you must have a complaint log. Do you have a complaint log? Yes, okay. Then how to do this complaint log? You have SOP how to do it. Do you answer the complaint log within 24 hours or 48 hours? 24 hours you acknowledge. Okay, 48 hours you maybe find a root cause. You just do remedial action.
The customer needs to feedback to us within 24 hours,
Ah.
and then we need to return back the product for us to investigate and verify.
Yeah. So 48 hours lah. Then recall template and then recall notice and then allergen control lah. Allergen alert is in the label. Okay, it's in the label. Critical limit. Do you have this one? What is the limit? Okay, the value. That means critical limit is a value. That means about the storage. What is the degree? What's the degree temperature? Cannot go up, cannot go down. What's the degree? Okay, so a storage of meat, how many degrees? You know? Huh? So this is the limit lah. You have one limit. So who's monitoring the limit? Sales. Okay. QC. QC monitor. So where's the QC? What is the limit for storage of meat? 90? Frozen meat. Okay. So you must have the limit, which cannot go out of regulation lah. Frozen meat there is a limit. So the one or more critical limit must be ensured. For this is CCP. You know what CCP? Yeah, critical control point. For the critical control point to control the hazard. So this controlling of the temperature for you is one of the CCP. Okay. If you have a power failure, then what happen? You got generator? Got. How long? How long generator can last? Then you move it to a different storage lah. Okay. Okay. So because this is a contingency, contingency. So one of the critical limit is the temperature. Okay. This water. Okay. Water. Cleanliness of water. You must send the water for sampling. And then preservative. Do you use any preservative? No. Okay. And then this available chlorine in the water. Alright. And then any sensory observation, like, and you have any metal or anything. Okay. So this must also take into control. Right. You must follow the regulatory standard, company standard, experimental studies. Okay, you know your product. That's why I said you know your product. So you should know this product, lifespan of the product and all this. Okay, and then expert advice. Okay, maybe other countries are also doing it. So you can take some knowledge from them. So critical limit, individual profile, process control sheet you have for each production you have. Okay, so using this one is, do you have chemical information management system? What chemical you use? MSDS and all that. You have? Okay, so you must, like all the chemicals that you use, you must have MSDS, right? So very important is verification. Verification is very important. Ensure that all major processing steps have been identified. Okay, when for your processing, make sure all your processing steps are validated regarding the movement of employees to the product. because how the employee move from one area to another production area. Before he go into the production area, he must wear all the PPE, right? Then when he comes out of the production area, he must remove. Then he goes into a different thing. So you have to make sure that the movement of people are validated. And you have to work towards continual improvement. So I have here some important verification here. Do you do internal audit template? Do you have internal audit template? What about label review? How often do you review your label? You don't review label? You must review your label. Label review. Who does label review? R&D, Oh. Because you must make sure your labels are correct. You know, if you add a new product, how do you introduce your label? If you add a new product, a new recipe, how do you introduce your label? Ingredients. So you will support with the label verification. No, because you introduce new product, right? You introduce new recipe, so you're going to put label behind the product. Okay, what about all the signs? Do you have all these signs? Guides to put in your factory. Do you have all these signs? You must have this GMP attire required, all these kind of things. Get into the food. Okay. So how about the beard? How do you cover your beard? Do you cover?
We have one PPE design Thailand. It's like fully covered against exposure.
Oh yes, okay. So that one is used for what? For which area? Only production.
Yes.
Is everyone using it or only certain people?
Everyone to working in the area.
Production area, that means full the whole head. Okay. Okay, motivation. You have to lapor the incident. Don't sembunyikan the incident. Because if you sembunyikan, you will not know the root cause. Mengapa punca akar dia berlaku. Okay? If you hide it, saying that you are afraid or something like that, this thing will always happen. Alright, so you have to be brave enough to say this is a mistake made, and we are going to do a correction, So kalau insiden itu disembunyikan, we will not realize peluang untuk meningkat QMS, quality management system kami. So the quality standard should be maintained. Okay, so anything which is going down, up, you must laporkan. Okay, so that we can do root cause. We can menyediakan and then we investigate RCA, root cause analysis. Okay, then we can benar-benar we can find the punca sebenarnya. Okay, untuk selesaikan masalah ini. Okay, if you sembunyikan, we will not know. Alright, so this is a motivation. Alright, so is there any incident that happened that you have taken action? Any incident that you have done a root cause analysis and then taken action?
Nothing big.
Nothing big,
Nothing big. Just wrong sticker printing, wrong labeling.
Wrong labeling, So wrong labeling, how it happened?
How it happened? The operator mistakenly pack the product in different packaging. So it's out, the internal has different product, but the packaging shows another.
Oh, the packaging, the packing material lah. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, so key compliance of building a good GMP habit. Try not to hide, as I said earlier in Bahasa. Try not to hide things like paper incident. Like you wrongly put something, quantity wrong already, don't hide. Okay, the root cause is deep-rooted fear because you are frightened that you make a mistake in the quantity, don't hide. Alright. Not capturing the incident is not aware of missed opportunity, okay, to improve. All right, and then you need to strengthen your QMS. The root cause maybe you don't know, we don't know. Okay, root cause maybe you're not aware, or you're just lazy, all right, or you're just frightened. Fear. Okay, if you didn't do a root cause investigation, the RCA cannot, root cause analysis cannot find out how to do this later, how to solve the problem. Okay, lack of skill or art of problem solving cannot happen. All right, like just now you all did the pest control. If I think most of you know where are the pest control. This is also a root cause. The pests are here also. I just want to ask you, I see a lot of jungle here and monkeys here. So what are you doing for the monkeys? No monkeys inside. Oh. Oh. There's no. Oh, there's no fruit trees inside.
Because it's
But just now as I was coming up, I was outside the main road. Main road has. Yeah. The main road has, and there was a baby monkey with a mother. No, I was late, like driving very fast. I'm late already. I was like going to knock. I had to turn my car. Okay. So I just want to ask you any question at this moment on GMP, good manufacturing practice. HR, any question? HR side? No. QC side? Anything you want to know? QC, any question? No. R&D, anything? No. Okay. So blue, you got 10 people? 6 people. So who will be the blue on the side? All the side. Okay. So the slaughter, how your slaughter you use machine? Machine.
Consider automation.
All automated machine. The 6 and the 9, the 6 and 9 I wrote in pen, 6 and then this is 9, so you can see already, I wrote in words, okay. I think I stand there better I stand inside, because you're pushing me, I stand here, I stand here. Okay. Okay, you all ready? Yeah, people coming in. Come. Wow, very strong, but they are very, all. You must have one plan. You see, you must have a plan how to run, and then put the. First, you must have a plan how to run. Okay, can I start? Alright, first number 765432. 765432. Hey, you must come out there. You must run to that in the front. So, blue 1 point. You must come to the front. Don't put on the table. You must run out. Actually, this place is small. Usually we do it in a big one. So they run out. So the game is you must run out. You must run out. Okay, come. Ready? Okay. 172083. 172083. I think they are done first. 2 point. 2 point. 2 point, blue, wow. Blue. Okay, now it's going to be a bit difficult, You have to, the numbers are there, 4110510. 0510. 0510. I think they did that. Okay, 1. So 21, 21. 10 lah. You must take 10. Where? Got 2 tens, right? 10. 2. R&D was quiet. Okay. So now I did 2 and 1. So it is now last one. Last one. So 2 and they are 1. No, they are 2 points. You are 1 point. They are 1 point. 1 point. Okay, ready? 88699. Okay lah, draw lah. You all didn't shout, finish. You didn't shout. You must shout lah. Okay? Alright. Okay, there's only 4 numbers. No more. No lah, draw lah. This time draw lah. Okay. Okay, give yourself a good clap. All of you participate. Put back in the envelope. Okay, get out there. Nice or not this game? Good, huh? So you all have annual dinner?
No.
No, ah.
Because we are
Oh, too big, ah. Too big to have, ah. Because I was thinking, when you can have this kind of games in if you have a dinner, have games like this is good.
But we will try to have our own department.
Oh, department, okay. Okay, all are here except he. Actually, I gave him the evaluation. Okay, I just want to show you one video. This one. Okay, so you can just watch a video now that. Any question before I start the video? Is there any question for y'all you want to ask about GMP? Anything? So you can just watch the video first before I continue. Because I have done most of the
GMP sesuai SNI CXC 1 1969 revisi 2020 prinsip umum hygiene pangan
2020 is also 22,
CXC 1 1969 revisi 2020 adalah prinsip umum hygiene pangan yang telah ditetapkan oleh BSN menjadi SNI tahun 2021 lalu dengan tujuan menyesuaikan standar dengan perkembangan di tingkat internasional. Penerapan GMP ini merupakan salah satu persyaratan kelayakan dasar dalam memproduksi produk pangan. Penerapan GMP ini bertujuan untuk 1. Menghasilkan pangan olahan yang bermutu, aman, dan layak untuk dikonsumsi serta sesuai dengan tuntutan konsumen. 2. Mendorong industri pengolahan pangan agar bertanggung jawab terhadap mutu dan keamanan produk yang dihasilkan. 3. Meningkatkan daya saing industri pengolahan pangan, meningkatkan produktivitas dan efisiensi industri pengolahan pangan. Ruang lingkup implementasi GMP pada SNI CXC 1 meliputi persyaratan yang diterapkan dalam industri pengolahan pangan. Ada beberapa bagian yang perlu diketahui, diantaranya terkait pengenalan dan pengendalian bahaya pangan, produksi primer, bangunan, desain fasilitas dan peralatan, pemeliharaan bangunan, kebersihan dan disinfeksi, serta pengendalian hama, pelatihan dan kompetensi, hygiene pribadi, manajemen alergen, dan pengendalian operasi. Pengenalan dan pengendalian bahaya pangan. Bahaya pangan adalah terkontaminasinya bahan pangan dari agen biologis, kimia, maupun terkontaminasi secara fisik yang berpotensi menyebabkan efek kesehatan yang merugikan. Produsen sebaiknya paham bahaya apa saja yang dapat terjadi dalam proses produksi dan upaya pengendalian apa yang diperlukan untuk meminimalisir bahaya tersebut. Beberapa bahaya pangan yang perlu dikenali, diantaranya 1. Bahaya biologi seperti salmonella, bakteri E. coli dan kapang pada ayam segar. 2. Bahaya kimia seperti aflatoxin pada kacang-kacangan dan logam berat. 3. Bahaya fisik seperti pecahan kaca, logam, serta kayu. Dan 4. Bahaya alergen seperti susu yang dapat menyebabkan alergi pada pengidap laktos intoleran. Produksi primer. Produksi primer sebaiknya dikelola dengan cara yang dapat memastikan bahwa pangan aman dan sesuai dengan tujuan penggunaannya, mulai dari pengendalian lingkungan produksi, proses produksi yang higienis, penanganan, penyimpanan, dan pengangkutan pangan yang baik dan benar, serta penjagaan kebersihan, pemeliharaan, dan hygiene personel. Bangunan, desain fasilitas, dan peralatan. Ada banyak bahasan dalam bangunan produksi, namun yang terpenting di antaranya adalah 1. Lokasi produksi harus jauh dari tempat yang tercemar maupun sumber kontaminan seperti daerah bebas dibersihkan, dinding dibuat halus dan berwarna terang, atap dan langit-langit dibuat tahan air dan anti bocor. Ventilasi dibuat agar peredaran udara mengalir dengan baik. Pintu dibuat mengarah keluar dari ruang produksi. 3. Desain tata letak produksi dibuat searah atau satu alur untuk mencegah kontaminasi silang. 4. Area bahan baku dan produk jadi sebaiknya dipisahkan. 5. Drainase dan fasilitas pembuangan limbah diatur supaya air buangan dan limbah tidak tergenang dan diberi penutup. 6.
I think that's all, is it? Oh my. Oh, actually, it's going on, but why is not coming in the screen? Okay.
Dan aman untuk pangan serta dapat dibersihkan secara memadai.
Maintenance.
Pemeliharaan bangunan, pembersihan dan disinfeksi serta pengendalian hama. Kegiatan ini penting untuk pemeliharaan bangunan, memastikan kebersihan dan disinfeksi, pengendalian hama, pengelolaan limbah, pengendalian kontaminasi silang. Kontaminasi silang adalah terjadinya pencemaran dari satu bahan ke bahan lainnya, di antaranya melalui kontak langsung atau melalui pekerja pengolahan, kontak permukaan, atau melalui air, dan juga udara yang semuanya menyebabkan kerusakan atau spoilage pada produk akhir. Kontaminasi silang ini sangat penting untuk dijaga agar tidak terjadi, dan pencegahannya dapat dilakukan dengan cara 1. Memperhatikan desain dan tata letak bangunan serta peralatan atau mesin produksi. 2. Mesin atau peralatan produksi harus senantiasa dibersihkan secara teratur. 3. Membedakan peralatan untuk penanganan bahan baku dan produk jadi. 4. Segala bahan harus diberi label yang jelas agar tidak tertukar. 5. Bahan beracun harus disimpan jauh dari tempat penyimpanan pangan. 6. Bahan baku harus disimpan terpisah dari bahan yang telah diolah atau produk akhir. Pelatihan dan kompetensi. Pelatihan penting untuk sistem hygiene pangan dan meningkatkan kompetensi personel. Personel pengolahan harus mempunyai pengetahuan mengenai prinsip dan praktek hygiene pangan olahan agar mampu mendeteksi resiko yang mungkin terjadi dan bila perlu mampu memperbaiki penyimpanan yang terjadi. Hygiene pribadi. Personel wajib menjaga kesehatan pribadi serta berperilaku dan bekerja dengan benar. Personel harus selalu menggunakan alat pelindung seperti baju kerja, topi, dan sepatu karet, serta selalu mencuci tangan sebelum masuk tempat produksi, sebelum dan sesudah melakukan pekerjaan. Tidak makan, minum, merokok, meludah, atau melakukan tindakan lain di tempat produksi yang dapat mengakibatkan kontaminasi produk. Tidak memasuki area penanganan pangan jika ada kemungkinan mengontaminasi pangan. Manajemen alergen. Sistem manajemen alergen yang dibuat sebaiknya mencakup pengendalian untuk mencegah kontak silang dari pangan yang mengandung alergen ke pangan yang tidak mengandung alergen. Pengendalian operasi. Pada bagian ini, dokumentasi dan proses recall penting untuk diperhatikan. Dokumentasi wajib dilakukan dan disimpan sesuai. Mencuci produk melampaui batas kadaluarsa dan meningkatkan keefektifan sistem pengawasan pangan olahan. Penarikan produk atau proses recall wajib dilakukan jika produk diduga menjadi penyebab timbulnya penyakit atau keracunan pangan olahan. Poin utama untuk keberhasilan penerapan GMP adalah pembentukan dan pemeliharaan budaya keamanan pangan yang positif, serta komitmen semua personel dengan menyadari pentingnya perilaku manusia dalam menyediakan pangan yang aman dan layak yang diturunkan dalam dokumen pencatatan, SOP, serta peralatan yang higienis. Semoga panduan penerapan GMP berdasar SNI CXC sekalian. Mari budayakan mengolah pangan dengan baik dan benar. Konsumen aman, produsen senang, pemerintah tenang.
Okay. So much for video, huh? So whatever I showed you just now is all in this place, huh? It's all explained to you already, alright? And somehow it's in Bahasa, so you understand better. Huh? So we have done the motivation. Huh? So I was saying the key compliance in building GMP habits is not to hide things. Okay, don't hide. If there's a mistake, don't hide. Alright, and there's a fear of making mistakes. So if you hide, and it will cause serious consequences. Okay, the consequences will be serious. So we can't do investigation, and then there's a lack of problem solving. So okay, so what are the challenges or question you have related to this topic? What challenges do you face in the GMP? Okay, what are the best practice or tips you can share with others? And what kind of action or steps you can take or goals to take, to keep away from this meeting these challenges? What challenges do you face in keeping with GMP? What kind of challenges do you face? HR, any challenges? Okay, what do you do if you find a non-compliance? What kind of discipline do you all have?
First, we need to have a meeting among the members, and then we need to brainstorm, and we need to give timeline, solution, until the compliance is needed.
So, do you discipline like something like is a very serious offense you violated? Do you do a warning letter, like HR give warning letter to this? Like no smoking, no wearing jewelries or something like that. So if the person is caught doing all this.
Counseling first.
Okay, you give counseling lah. HR can do counseling, huh?
Counseling one time, two time.
Okay, so you will hear them out lah why they do this, huh? And then they don't repeat the mistake lah. Yeah, okay, that's a better way to handle it. Okay, of course you need to give counseling first. So this is some of the triggers. You need to keep reminding with signals and indicators, so that sometimes they don't forget, and then you have to just like the traffic light, just like how when we meet the traffic light, stop, red, green, yellow, so you have to put in the signs so that they know what are the things. Sometimes they forget, they have so much attention, so they don't forget to wear the cap or put those things, gears and all that. So you have to keep always reminding them. So the reminding is the signs You know, so these signs are like the traffic signs lah. When you go on the road, so it's same like that. So habits, you need to be reminded of the habits. Okay, before I do the training evaluation, I want to give you all the training, effectiveness of training. Can you all fill up this? How was the training so far? Can you just fill up? I have in 2 languages, so you can see in Bahasa also lah. Take one each. You can see the Bahasa. If you don't understand the English version, you can see the Bahasa. Everybody got one? Any extra can give me? Enough, Some people are not here. This is a training evaluation. Now, how do you find the training so far? KKM, you know what is that? KKM?
Kemudian Kesihatan Mission.
So they have audit also. So they don't have audit, but there is a requirement. Kementerian Kesihatan Malaysia. Okay, so now we come to question. Question. Bahan mentah perlu dilindungi daripada jenis pencemaran. So what are the raw material that should be protected from what type of contamination? Pest, foreign material, microorganism, all of the above. Okay, all of the above, correct. Alright. Training evaluation. What are the key elements of a well-implemented GMP program? For a GMP program to be successful, what are the what are the key elements? What are the key elements? Is it A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H? All of the above, or which one is not? There is one which is not. One. So which one is not? B. B. Why B? This talks about your personal health. So all the rest is GMP. Okay. Wait a minute. Another one. I'm just going to selection. Okay. So we agree. B. Alright. B is not. Okay. Which of these is not a good personal practice? Which is not. Which of these is not a personal good practice? Not a good practice. B. What's B? Carrying medicine. So, do you carry medicine? Cannot. Okay. One more question I want to ask you. Do you have first aid box?
Yes.
You have first aid box in your factory, So, what is not allowed in the first aid box?
Panadol. Panadol.
Yeah, Panadol you cannot put in the first aid box. I know a lot of people are asking Panadol. You know, I'm sick. I need Panadol. You cannot put Panadol in the first aid box. You cannot. Okay. Some people fight with me. They say Panadol is essential. Do you get fighting? People fighting? I want Panadol. It's not one of the part of the first aid box. It's not part. Medicine, no. Okay, training evaluation. One. Why is documentation important in GMP? Why do we need to have documentation? Why we need to have documentation? Huh? Yeah. We need documentation to provide evidence. If not, how the auditor will know? Okay, you have a MISTI auditor, you have KKM auditor, HACCP auditor, So how you want to prove that you have done your work correctly? Alright? So all of the above. Okay, very good. Okay, so in summary, call for action. So how are you, kesimpulan untuk tindakan anda. Okay, call your action, tindakan anda, apa you orang kena buat. Program GMP jalankan dengan baik, termasuk what are the key elements for a well implemented GMP. Untuk GMP dijalankan dengan baik, apa kita kena buat? Remember I did the first slide. System documentation, then effective documentation, then amalan kebersihan, okay, strict hygiene practice, then latihan kaki tangan. This is what we are doing. Employee training, you must have regular employee training. This is the finding. Last time you get. Okay, and then maintenance of equipment. Okay, maintenance kena baik, peralatan yang betul kena maintain. So it says proper equipment maintenance. Okay, don't wait for machine to break down, then you go and repair. So this is one of the new points, maintenance for the 2022. Maintenance and preventive maintenance. Okay, and then validasi procedure. Okay, so apa ni validasi? Internal audit, self inspection. Okay, internal audit. Validasi procedure. Okay, good validation of procedure. Then kawalan quality yang ketat. Okay, so you have to thoroughly quality control measures. You need to have thorough quality control measures. Okay, and lastly, quality membengkai yang boleh dipercayai. Okay, so what is this? Reliable supplier. Okay, pembengkai is a supplier. Supplier, if you have a bad supplier, will you get good quality? Your supplier give you bad product, can you have good quality? Cannot, So your supplier must be selected well, reliable, will send the product, means the fellow don't send, then you answer the customer. Okay, so supplier you have to be boleh dipercayai, okay, reliable. So ini yang the points for good GMP practice. Okay, so what are the 5 principles? Remember the 5 principles? Okay, what are they again? Recap. People. Okay. Product. Very good. Remember. Processes. Wow, very good. Document. Procedures. Okay. Premise. Okay, correct. Product, correct. Processes, correct. Procedures, alright. And then yang premise, syarat premise yang pembersih. Then that's all. Okay, thank you very much. This is me. And I have my email address here, if you want to email me. Okay? Okay?